Hey everybody. Hello. Hi. I'm back. I'm back. Say something. 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 Hello. Whew. I can't. I can barely read. I can. Oh. I mean, it's been a while. Like, I said it. I said it in the title, right? I just got to shake the rust off. It's been a while. New phone, who this? Turn up the mic? Do I actually need to turn up the mic? Because I'm looking at the little, like, slider, and it looks okay. It's fine? Okay, good. Okay, okay. Hello? Maybe a little? Okay, I can turn it up a little. Like that much. Okay. Okay. Hello everybody. Hello Vesties. I'm back. Okay. Okay. Now I remember. I remember what I plan to do. I know a lot of people are here for like maybe like an explanation or something like that. And I know exactly I can explain a little bit of it. I can't explain the whole thing, but I can explain a little bit of it. So I will do that, but I'll probably do that at the very end, right before I end, just so I know where to end. Yes. Oh, I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to be very, very careful. Yeah, I know exactly how much I can explain, and it's not going to be everything, but I do think it's better than nothing, right? But I wanted to just ease back into it and then just chat a little bit, have fun with you guys, and then maybe catch up a little bit. That's the main thing. I didn't keep up with anything HOLOSTARS related during my break. So like I'm very out of the loop. Yeah. Yeah. You don't know how hard it was the first like 3 or 4 days. I just wanted to watch the boys, right? I just wanted to watch the boys and then keep up. But I do think that like in the end it was better not to watch, just because it would have been like I just felt like it would have been better for my mental health and like everything if I just like stayed away until it was time for me to come back. Something like that. Yeah. I did touch grass. I touched like level 90 grass. I'll explain that to you. I think I'll explain to you guys. I'll talk to you guys about like what I did while I was gone, because I'm sure people, at least a couple people were wondering. So I'll do that. But first I want to catch up. I want the Vesties to tell me like, what did I miss while I was gone? What did I miss while I was gone? How is everything? Did anything crazy go down? Hopefully crazy good stuff. Nothing crazy bad. I don't know. Magni broke his back. I'm afraid. Is that... Can I ask for like clarification with the because I know like breaking someone's back has like non-say-so connotations. I'm a boomer, so like I'm not really like up to date. There's like connotations where it's just like not say-so, right? Is it that? If it's that, do not explain. We're gonna move on. But if it... No, like he actually... Car accident? No. He got into a car accident? Okay, just within like what I could say, like I wasn't in contact with any of the boys while I was gone. It was just like wasn't able to be in contact with any of the boys. So like they couldn't really keep up. I couldn't like, so I don't know any. So he got into a car accident. Is he okay? Is he like on a break? Like, is he in the hospital? No, he didn't. Wait, what? Who said car accident? What? He didn't specify. Wait, what are you guys talking about? He is still streaming, obviously, because I watched him yesterday. The very first thing I did when I was given access again, the very first thing I did was like go onto YouTube and see are any of the boys streaming, and a boy was indeed streaming, and I was like hanging out, and it was weird. It was a really weird stream, and I think I can kind. Is he like on like pain medication? Is that why he was like a baby? Did you guys watch yesterday's stream? It might have been the weirdest Magni Dezmond stream to date, and that's saying something. Every stream he does is incredibly cursed, and it was like the most. It was like creepy. It was like he was a baby, and it was like, what? What happened? Is he on like pain medication? That suddenly makes a lot of things, a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like he never said anything about a car, but he didn't break his, because if you break your back, like you are definitely in a hospital, and it's like permanent damage, and you might not be able to walk and stuff like that. So he hurt his back. He didn't break it, right? Because you break your back, you're definitely in the hospital for like 3 months, 4 months, right? He just injured it. Okay. 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 He's just like you now. Okay, I need to have a chat. I'm sure all the boys are asleep right now. Yeah. Axel got expensive sushi in Japan. Now that I knew. Anything that was planned before I took my break, I knew about. So I did know. Yeah, I did know. Fuma senpai, hello. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. It's definitely extremely late in Japan. So for Fuma senpai, it must be around like 2:30 a.m. A little bit past 2 a.m. Thank you. Thank you for staying up and welcoming me back. I appreciate it. 4 a.m., 3 a.m. Oh man. Oh. Vesper, please don't leave us again. I have no intention of ever. No, that's never gonna happen again. Do not worry. I actually had a little bit of trouble sleeping yesterday night for a very stupid reason. So I could request your help right now, and you guys can like put that out of my mind, okay? I knew I was doing a stream right now, today, right? I knew that, so it's like, you have to sleep. So I took a pretty powerful sleeping pill to get enough sleep to do this stream. And then I didn't sleep easily because of one thing, which is like, I'm not very good at Twitter. It kind of like makes me nervous, and it's just like, I don't understand how it works or why it works or where it works or anything like that. But I do know that senpai were like welcoming me back, and then I have to thank them and respond to them. But I was worried that like somebody would respond to me when I went to sleep, and then like I wouldn't respond to them, and then it would seem like I was being very rude, right? Did anybody respond to me and I didn't respond to them because I was asleep? Yeah. It's fine not to respond. You don't understand. They're senpai. They're senpai, okay? Like, you don't understand. I can't not. Iofi senpai. Okay, so I need to thank Iofi senpai and then respond. Is there anybody else? RPR. Okay. I wouldn't call RPR a senpai, but yes, I will respond. Uyu senpai, I need to respond. Okay, okay. Did you respond to Yago? I did. I did. Uyu senpai, I did not see. That was definitely after I went to sleep. And then Iofi senpai, yeah, I need to respond to that. Is that it? Just those two? And then RPR, I will need to respond. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yo, RPR, Axel, and Altare got second place. That does not surprise me at all. Yeah. I was supposed to be in the... Ollie senpai, I did respond to. Yep. It's moving so quickly, I can barely read it. Okay, it seems like there's just two. There's just two that I need to respond. Okay, I'll do that after the stream. After the stream. Whew. What a weird reason to be anxious, right? Kobo though, I responded. Can somebody can a Zoomer Vesti please translate the emotes? Because Kobo senpai like put a bunch of emotes and I did. It's like a like two sad faces, a demon, and then a bat, and then a broom. And it's like the demon, bat, and broom kind of threw me off because it's like, is that me? Am I being like swept into the mouth of a demon? Is it bad? Is it good? Kobo senpai wants to play Valorant. Yeah. You're a wizard. No. Might be Zoomer speak. That's like actually funny that like emotes and emojis are like Zoomer hieroglyphics. It's like actually funny. The Broomies Vesper sweep. Okay. Translation failed. Do you have Zoomer Vesties? That's a good question. The only thing I have to have at least, I have like a non-zero amount, right? I think it's like fairly unlikely that I have 0 Zoomer Vesties. But so like the most accurate statement that I could say is that like I have a non-zero amount. I have at least 2, something like that. 19-year-old Vestie here. Yes, I'm a Zoomer Vestie. See, they're right there. There you go. They're right there. I'm 17. Dang. Poll time? No. There's no need for a poll. There's no need for a poll. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So it does sound like, aside from Dez hurting his back, it was mostly good stuff. I think I saw like a bunch of 3D debuts. I saw Estelle Senpai celebrated a birthday, an anniversary, something like that. Just good stuff, right? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Dez keeps getting sick. He needs to take care of it. He needs to eat better and sleep. He just does not sleep. He's just always waiting. Snail tear? What is snail tear? Chat making me feel old. Altair, but a snail. Snail tear. Altair makes an aquarium in Minecraft. Okay. Altair turned into a snail. Somebody explain that to me. Snail tear is a dubious creature. Okay. Ah, Altair drew Snailtair himself. Okay. Okay. What was that sound? Ah. Hopefully nobody heard that. Des will use the juice of snail as a skincare. Oh my god. I mean, did he do it? Did he do it for a reason? Did somebody ask him to? Was it I don't know. What's the is there a story behind Snailtair? Or is it no story, he just did it? We confirmed that Altair is a clone. I need to have words with Des. Oh my god. Is he doing it again? To somebody else? Oh, come on, dude. Okay. Alright. Des apparently is also a clone. Now it's getting confusing. It's getting weird. I can barely keep up. I can barely keep up. Okay, okay. We need more Zomboid gameplay? Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get back into it. There's a lot of stuff that I'm excited to do. So there's a lot of streams for me to plan. Definitely probably not going to start a schedule until next week, and then this week, or what's left of it, I'm just going to be playing. I'm thinking Solasta, maybe? I felt the itch. I actually made 4 characters. I made 4 characters, and I want to play D&D. I just want to play it. I made 4 characters and I didn't get to play it. And I just want to play D&D a little bit. Yeah, yeah. We got to do D&D session 2. Yeah. I think either next week or the week after, something like that. I don't know. I still need to like plan and talk to the boys. I haven't talked to them that much. I like logged into Discord. I had to be taught how to like log back into everything. They had to like walk me through. It's like, okay, so how do I get back into Twitter? And they're like, just do it the way that you did at the very beginning. And I was like, you assume that I remember how I did that about 5.5 months ago. I see. You think that I remember how to log into Twitter. Like, I did that once and never again. So it's just gone. It's just like absolutely, it flew out of my head and then escaped like the gravitational pull of the earth, and now it's just like floating through space somewhere. Like it's just not there anymore. And then same with like, you know, YouTube, Discord, like everything, right? And it's just like, yeah, they had to walk me through that. Do you not keep your passwords stored anywhere? You know, just to be safe, like I don't. I do store passwords for my private life because I'm lazy and I'm a boomer. But for anything work related, just to be 100% safe, I don't store any of that, right? It's just like you gotta lower the chance of like stuff going horrifyingly wrong. So I just, when it comes to work, I keep it very separate, and then I also don't save it anywhere or anything like that. Yeah. What was I even talking about? My head is just going like all over the place. Post-it notes, that's the worst. Like if you just write it down like on a piece of paper or on a board somewhere, that's like the easiest way. Yeah. No. Did you guys want to hear about what I did while I was on break? I wanted to chat about that for a little bit, and then maybe the last like 10 to 15 minutes, like talk about the more serious stuff, and then I think I'm gonna go about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, depending on like how long it takes to explain what I could explain. But I need to ease back into it because you have no idea how nervous I was. I woke up and I was just like, oh. And I was looking at like the chat and I was just like, oh no. Yeah, I used to do this every day with like 1 or 2 breaks a day. It's like, how did I do that? How? Okay. So the first thing I did was I hung out with family, and they were very, very surprised. Very surprised because I had told them no Thanksgiving, but Christmas I'll be over. No Thanksgiving, but Christmas I'll be over. And then I just like showed up for Thanksgiving, and they were just like, we didn't. Okay, cool, welcome. Came out of your cave, huh? Yeah, exactly. And then I specifically remember I was just like, yeah. So because I'm here for Thanksgiving, I could skip out on the Christmas thing, right? And my family was just like, no. You still have to show up for Christmas. And I was like, okay. All right. Okay. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, it apparently doesn't. Yeah. So I spent Thanksgiving with my family, which was good. Within the extent of what I'm able to, I was able to chat with them about, you know, my situation and then stuff that I was talking about. And they were able to like give me like a more grounded, objective point of view. And it was good. It's always good to have like people that are completely separate from your situation to give you advice. Because if they are not separate enough and they like you, they will have their point of view changed by what you've been telling them, right? Yeah. And it was good. It was good. I think that's the first time I've seen my family in 8 months? 8? Like all together. Like a family gathering. It's been about like 8 months or something like that. I don't remember. Do they know yet? They absolutely do not. And if I have any say, they will never know. Ever. They will never know. And then this is like a statement that I want to ask the boomer vesties. Because I feel like the zoomers, you're not going to know this yet. But trust me, assuming that you're like on decent terms with your family, even if you're on like neutral terms with your family, zoomer vesties, like this will eventually happen to you. But the vesties that are already like boomers, you're going to be like, yeah, that's why I hate hanging out with my family. They ask you like the question. You guys know what I'm talking about? I want to see if there's people that could actually know what they ask you the question, right? Here we go. Yeah. You called it. There it is right there. The question. Yeah. No, not that. The other one. So, when are you getting married? When are you getting married, Vesper? You're not getting any younger. that exact style of laugh. It's just like, ah. Yeah. Certainly not. Nobody in existence is getting younger. That's just an impossible thing. That's just never gonna happen. Yeah. It's just like, why? Don't do that. I would never do that. I would never. Benjamin Button. I remember that movie. It's a Brad Pitt movie. Oh my god. And then they joke. They joke. Oh, they joke and they think they're so funny. They think that, oh man, we're the most original. We're a bunch of comedians. We should go into business doing stand-up, where they're just like, oh, at first, like the standards were so high, like you have to marry someone intelligent and beautiful and with a great career, blah blah blah. And then it's just like 10 years ago, they were just like, yeah, if they have like a good job, it's cool, like, and you like them and you get along. And then now in this year of our mag 2022, they're just like, you know what, if they have a pulse, it'll be a work in progress, okay? If they are like self-aware, like if they have sapience, just bring them over and we'll work on it. Don't worry about it. It's a fixer-upper project. Yeah. They think they're so funny. Oh, okay. All right. But I love my family. I do love them. I do. That is kind of funny though. And I this is the last thing that I'm going to mention about my Thanksgiving weekend, but they're talking about like, oh, don't worry, it's probably tough. It's probably tough for Vesper to get off of his case. This is actually my brother. He's like, oh, get off of his case. It's probably just tough. It's tough. Cause he's just too serious. He never lightens up. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to find someone if you just don't have a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. Like, get off his back. Get off his back. And he meant that as like, he's like solidarity. Like he's on my side, right? And I want you guys to understand that like, I'm very different in real life than the way I am with you guys, right? I'm like actually like very quiet and very serious, borderline like taciturn, borderline surly. I don't really smile very often. I don't talk, and I'm like, I mean, part of my French, but I've got kind of like the resting bitch face, right? Like that's just me. So from my brother's perspective, it's just like he doesn't really like talk a lot. He's not very outgoing, and he's a very serious person. He doesn't smile much. He doesn't joke much. So it's like it's hard to get to know people like if you're just that serious, right? And then this is the closest I got to this is the closest I got to like spilling the beans, right? I've mentioned a little bit that I do like I'm doing a new gig and it's not like white collar work. Like I've mentioned it before, but I got a little bit closer and I was just like actually like there's a bunch of people, I would say like close to 1,000 people that probably find me pretty funny. I joke around with them, we have fun. There's probably like a good amount of people that find me funny. Like I do joke. Pretty close to like, that's the closest I got to spilling the beans. And like, and then I like it's like very vivid in my mind right now, the look that my younger brother gave me. Just like incredulity, like absolutely, he did not believe me for a second. He's like 1,000 people? No way, dude. No way. If you could make 1,000 people laugh at once, I will eat my hat. And he was wearing a hat. He was wearing like a cowboy hat. And he said, like, if you could make 1,000 people laugh at the same time, I will eat my hat. And I thought about it. I was just like, I could, assuming that my like YouTube channel is still there and like you could look up videos, I thought about it. I was just like, I should I could show him. And then I would see something that would make my Thanksgiving visit like worth it. I would see something amazing. I would like pull out my phone and like video record it and upload it on TikTok, and I could be like a TikTok star, right? I thought about it, but I didn't do it. And I had like an internal monologue, right? I had that internal monologue, and I was like, relax, Dr. Noir. Now is not the time to see your brother literally eat a hat. That comes later. But I like thought about it. I was just like, oh my god, that would be so funny. It wasn't even like a beanie or like a baseball cap. It was like a full-on cowboy hat. Like a big one. Not even like a plastic one that you put on for like New Year's. It was like an actual cowboy hat. And it was just like, and it's probably made out of leather, so you could actually eat it, because you can eat leather. I would not advise it, but you can actually eat leather. You can do it. You can boil it and eat it. Yeah. But I didn't do it. I mean, I was already in trouble, and it's just like, when you I can't tell people what I do. I just can't. I'm already in trouble. I have to like tread lightly, and I didn't do it. I was just like, yeah, you got me. 1,000 people, that would be crazy, right? That's just, yeah, you know, I'm just trying to brag. It's just whatever, man. Don't worry. Yeah, you got me. You call me out. Your self-control is incredible. I mean, I that would like actually go viral on TikTok. If I had like a video like recording of a buff dude just like eating his own hat. Oh man. Okay. I think that's like basically everything interesting that happened over Thanksgiving. So we could just move on. It was good. Had good food, spent the weekend within the boundaries of keeping what I do confidential. I asked them for advice. They gave me good advice. They called me out on like my own shortcomings and stuff like that, and I was able to get a clearer perspective just because it's been a while since, you know, I had that. And then I said goodbye. Came back home. And then I went camping. I went backpacking specifically. Like I didn't because there's two types of camping, right? There's two main types of camping. There is, is your brother single? No, he's not single. He's not. He's actually married. But thank you for asking. So you can either car camp, which is like you drive your car up to like a campground that's got like a parking space. And then there's like a little dirt patch with a couple trees on the side, and you just set up your tent, and then there's usually like a picnic table and a campfire pit. And then there's backpacking, which is like you have to carry everything with you in a backpack, obviously, and then hike into the woods or wherever. And then usually there's a quote unquote campground. There's like a campground at the end of the hiking trail, but there's no water, there's no toilet, there's like nothing there. It's just like a patch of cleared ground where you can pitch a tent. And I did that. I backpacked in, and I did that because it's just better for solitude. If you go to a car campground, there's always going to be families there, like children. And I don't hate children, but I don't go camping to listen to their screechy little voices, right? That's not why I go camping. I don't hate children. It's just like when I go camping, I don't want to hear or see or like I don't want to be near them, right? Where did you use the bathroom? I have a very ultralight trowel that I use to dig like a cat hole. Yeah. You just take a trowel and like don't just do it. Don't just do your business like and just leave it there. Like you have to bury it. You have to. Yeah. Anyway, so I went backpacking. The weather was miserable. I'm not gonna specify exactly like what the weather was like because I was just warned. It's like don't talk about the weather because then like you'd be surprised. There are a lot of fans that will be able to kind of get closer to where you went just by like weather patterns, but it was not good. It was not good weather, but it was fun. I had fun. I have like one thing to report about my backpacking trip. I never camp at the campsite. I usually go off the trail just a little bit and then I camp like off to the side because if I go backpacking, I don't want to meet anybody, right? And there are cases where like if it's busy, you'll have to share that campsite with like another person. Yeah. So like I got to the end of the trail, I went off of it just a little bit, and then I carefully looked at my bearings so I knew how to get back. I knew to walk towards like that interesting looking tree to get back, right? And so, set up the camp, ate. You're not allowed to have an open fire. I had a backpacking stove, and then I made like a mountain house for dinner, and then I woke up, I went on a hike, and then on my hike, I met another person, a dude. Like a big, like, in Pokemon, like the hiker, he looked like that. He looked like that mother clucker. Like, you know what I'm talking about? In every Pokemon game, there's like a hiker. Look like that guy. And we both like looked at each other and we're just like, hello. Hi. And I could tell that like he was one of my people, right? Like he goes out to be alone. Not to gab, not to like find a neighbor and just like talk their ear off. He went out there to be alone, and I was an invader into his solitude. And likewise, I went out to be alone, and he was an invader in my solitude. And it was just like very wary, right? And it was just like, hello. And then I think he asked me, he was like, are you camping at the campsite? And I was like, no, I'm just off to the side, so it's cool. You can camp there. And he's like, no, I'm not there either. I'm just kind of off on my own. And it's like, okay, good. And then we kind of squinted at each other. It's like, there's another person out here. It's like, damn it. Damn it. And then we both like backed off, right? And for the rest of my trip, did you kiss? No, what the hell is wrong with you? No. Did you fight? No. But I was out there for 2 more days, and then I was just out there, and I was just like, damn it, there's like another dude out there. I came out here to have like nobody around me for a minimum of 5 to 10 miles. Like I don't want anybody within 5 to 10 miles of me. And it's like, I know for a fact that there's like a dude out there shitting in the woods like I am. And it's like, it's ruined. Did you ask him if he's a bestie? I absolutely did not. No. Anyway, I didn't see him again after that. And then obviously like my time was up. I ran out of food, so I had to. Oh, and by the way, I had this idea that like maybe people would be like, "Oh, that's not safe. Like you should be more careful." Do you know what like an actual GPS is? I think people when they hear GPS, they think like their cell phone, right? Do you know what like an actual GPS like locator is? If you like to go out and spend time by yourself, like you can actually buy like an actual GPS, like what it is, right? I have that. Actually, not only do I have it, like I replace it every 2 to 3 years. I get a brand new one every 2 to 3 years, just to make sure that it's like the latest and greatest and it works properly. Like if I get into trouble and I don't come back home, my family will be able to track down what's left of me. Probably like a shambling corpse or something, right? Yeah. So don't worry about it. I stay safe. It's good. Don't worry about it. What's left of... Dude, don't say it like that. That's ominous. So anyways, trip ended. I ran out of food. I hiked back out to my car. And it's just like, it was good. I had fun. I touched level 90 grass just out in the middle of nowhere. I shat into a hole, like, that I dug myself, like, 3 times. But like, it's just like a person out there. And then I think I saw his truck. I think I saw it. Because I had a car, I parked my car and then hiked in, but there was no other car. And then I come back out and then like, there's a truck there. And it's just like, oh, okay, that's his. And it's like, pretty nice truck. Pretty nice truck. Okay. Ah, yes, level 90 grass. How did you wipe? I mean, yeah, you bring, yeah. You bring the wiping stuff out there. Did you steal it? No. No, I didn't. Vesper becomes a professional grass toucher. Oh my god. I didn't see the guy again. But I remember, as I was driving out, I was just like, if he's still out there, he's probably just seething, just like angry, but I'm already gone. I like that, like thought occurred to me where it was just like, he'd probably be, if he's like me and he's definitely like my type of person, he'd probably be a lot happier knowing that I like left, right? But I couldn't. Just because, like, we're just too well hidden. Yeah. Just like me, for real, for real. You can tell that to your family. I'm a professional grass toucher. What have you done with your life? I think that's pretty much what I did. That one, I enjoyed it, but definitely like the enjoyment of it was lessened because like I just happened to go out like at the same time as another person, and it's like December. It's like cold as hell, like close to freezing at night, close to freezing, and it's like. The weather is not good. I was like, I'm definitely going to be alone. And I was not. Anyway. The only other thing that I had to report was that, yes, I was a little bit sad during my break. I was a little bit like in a down mood. I was a little bit sad. Just a little bit. And then I got advice from my family. It was just like, just do a little bit of retail therapy. Just like buy something. Just buy something and like cheer yourself up with like something cool, right? And I did. I did buy something and it did cheer me up, but okay. First I was looking at like computer parts or like golf bicycle stuff. I decided not to buy any of that stuff. I decided to buy something that was like purely impractical. Wow. Already one person that's like dangerously close to what I bought. Wow. Are you guys like reading my freaking mind? I bought something purely impractical that would just like make me happy. And it has no other like practical purpose except to make me happy. And it wasn't that expensive. It was only about like $100, $130, $140. It was not a cube. It was not a cube. You guys want to know? I would never buy. I would never. Air fryers are incredibly practical. Air fryers are amazing. No. No, I did not buy a Dakimakura. No. Okay. I don't want to tease you guys. I'll just tell you exactly what I bought, okay? And this is going to sound like insane and stupid, right? I bought... You guys are gonna make fun of me. Alright, whatever. I'll just jump into it. I bought a spear. I bought a boar hunting spear that like breaks down into 2 pieces, but it's like a 7.5 foot long spear. It's heavy too. It's got like a hard wood. Yeah, like I bought like a boar hunting spear for hunting boar. Can you throw it? I wouldn't recommend it. It's just too heavy. It's just way too heavy. Yeah, Diablo 2 Dream. Yeah. And then I went to Akara and then I respec to like a Lance Whirlwind Barbarian spec, and then I could just like spin around, right? It's like, when am I ever gonna use this? I don't know. But now I'm looking at it. Like I'm literally like I'm looking at my 7.5 foot long spear that I bought. No. It's not a Spartan spear. It's not a Spartan spear. Not the ones that you guys like see in like movies and stuff like that, because a Spartan spear, it's not on either end, right? Because like the Spartans have a shorter like stabbing spear that you're supposed to use one-handed. And then they've got like a one-handed like double-edged sword. And then they've got like, I think they're called sarissas, right? A sarissa is like way too long. A sarissa is like a 15 foot long spear, right? It's neither. It's not either of those. Yeah. No, it's not a Spartan. It's not any type of like ancient Greek spear. It's a boar hunting spear, which is like, depending on the user, it could be anywhere from 6 to 7 feet long, and it's not meant to be thrown. You're meant to, and it's got like a, it's got a spike at the back, and then you're supposed to brace it against a charging boar, and the boar will impale itself on the spear and then kill itself. Yeah. Yeah. I bought it. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. Thank God, like, I live alone and nobody visits me, because if they visited me, I'd have a lot of explaining to do, like why I have a spear. It sounds certainly impractical. Sounds incredibly dangerous. Self-defense. I can't even like swing it around in my tiny little room. I don't know. Does it work with children? I got suspended from work. Okay. I think you guys are caught up pretty much entirely with what I've been up to. And then we can get to like semi-serious stuff, and then we can call it, and then yeah. Just bought a spear, and it did make me happy. Did you give it a name? I have not given it a name yet. No, not yet. I did not name my spear yet. I should. Okay. Get a little bit more comfortable and then just chat a little bit. Yeah. Name it Stick. I should name it Stickly. You guys remember that? Oh my god. If people remember Stickly, oh, you're like ancient. You know all of the names of the old gods. Vesper. That is easily your oldest reference. I remember. Okay. Now we have to get just a little bit serious, and then we can talk about it a little bit, and then I could finish the stream. No schedules this week, I think, but I will be trying to stream when I normally should be streaming, and then starting next week I'll start a schedule. Yeah. So I got suspended. And I mean, you guys saw it, like, surprising amount of people saw that stupid tweet. It's a little bit difficult to explain and like stay within the boundaries that I'm supposed to. But I could just like reiterate, it was just like, because I got suspended, I caused a lot of trouble for the boys, right? I caused a lot of trouble for the boys. But causing trouble for the boys is like not why I got suspended. And I'm just gonna tell you like straight up, like I got suspended because I lost my temper. It is easily, and then this goes back to like my family, right? And then they were able to ground me a little bit, right? My quick temper is, by a very wide margin, the worst part of who I am. I can say it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was given permission to talk about it. I have a quick temper now. I used to have just like a straight up bad temper when I was a young lad. Just like a ill-tempered, unpleasant person to be around. And it took a long time and a lot of therapy for me to get better at that. And I improved it, and I got cocky. I thought, oh, I don't really have like a temper anymore. I'm past that. I'm older. I'm wiser. I don't have a quick temper or a bad temper, but I do. It's still there. The main issue is that it's just like I got cocky, and I was just like, no, I don't have a quick temper. I'm too old to have a quick temper, but it's still there, right? And I'm just telling you guys, like, from my own personal experience, it is like 100% of the time the suboptimal choice to lose your temper. There's like never going to be a situation, there has never been a situation in my own life where I was just like, yeah, the best course of action in that particular situation was to lose my temper. It's just like never a good thing. You always like screw up. You always do something, you know, it's just like never a good, that's never the right option. And that's not to say that like you should never get angry. There's a difference between getting angry and losing your temper, right? Because you could be angry but still communicate effectively, try to solve problems, try to be mature and wise. You could still do that while being angry, but when you lose your temper, like people that lose their temper like turn into like children, right? Like, yeah. And it was definitely a wake-up call, and it was just like, hey, you're not as wise or as mature as you think you are. Like, there's still room for you to grow, and you need to like own up to it and just be like, you shouldn't have done that. And you should definitely regret it, because at the end of the day, the people that like suffered the most for it were the Vesties, right? That's like what I was thinking about the most over Thanksgiving, and then when I went camping. It's different when I was just by myself at the library and I was just like working day to day. And if I actually lost my temper a lot less, but that's besides the point. Back then, if I lost my temper and I got into trouble and I screwed myself over, it would just be me that would be paying for it. And then I would just be like, well, you deserve that. And it wouldn't like affect me too much and I could move on. But I can't really do that anymore. I can't. Because my life is completely different now. And for better or for worse, hopefully for better, but in this case, definitely for worse, like I'm at the head of a community, right? The Vesties are like a community. And then because I messed up the community, the Vesties like had to suffer. You didn't hear anything about me. Like I couldn't say anything. And you're just like waiting, and you didn't know anything that happened. Are you crying? A little? Shut up. I'm not crying. No, I'm not. Yeah. And it's something that like, I just, I've learned. I can't just assume that like things that are the way that they've always been and that like I can just continue acting the way that I've acted because things are different. My life is very different, and I have responsibilities to a lot of people, and I have to keep better control of my actions, and I will do that, and I do regret it. I do. Yeah. To the people that have like stuck around, I am very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. And I never really... One thing that I am good at is that like I don't often make the same mistake twice, and I have no intention of ever making this mistake ever again. Ever again. Okay? And I think that's about the extent of what I could talk about. So we will move forward, and we will never speak of it again. Just to keep it safe, just to keep it okay, right? And I'm going to stream as much as I can. I'm just going to jump right back into it and then do as much as I can. Christmas is surprisingly close, and I need to like... I just saw them like 2 weeks ago. Christmas... Maybe I could just take like a laptop there. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for Christmas. We'll figure something out. What am I going to do? Drink heavily? No. No. I'm just thinking about like... I don't want to take time off, but Christmas is going to be touchy. Have you planned your schedule yet? I have not. So for the rest of this week, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything on a schedule, and then I will release it Sunday, Monday. Around Sunday, Monday, I'll release the schedule, and then we're just going to jump right back into it. I am not going to take any time off, so I will be streaming tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, Sunday. Just the way that I've normally been streaming. Yeah. D&D will not be this week. At the very earliest, it'll be next week. But I need to talk to the boys. I haven't really like sat down and like spoken to them since I got back. It was just like a whirlwind of stuff that I needed to do, and then I went to sleep. So I think I need to respond to Uyu Senpai, and I need to respond to Iofi Senpai, because I don't want to be rude, and I have to like thank them for welcoming me back. And then there's stuff that I got to do. There's still like a lot of stuff that I have to do. Yeah. I gotta say hello to RPR as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for welcoming me back, everybody. I appreciate it. And good times. We're gonna have some good times, okay? All right. Don't worry. I'll do my best, and I'll be better. And yeah, thank you for waiting for me. I really do appreciate it. I didn't check anything. Partially because it was just like, don't check. It's just like, you're not going to be able to do anything anyways. It might make you feel worse. Like, just focus on like reordering your head, and don't distract yourself with things that like you can't really do anything about. Completely out of the loop. Okay, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to play a game tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to play, but I'll be playing a video game. And then I'm thinking Saturday, maybe like just a standard just chatting. And then Sunday, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't thought that far ahead, but tomorrow I'll be playing a video game. Day after, zatsudan, and then figure something out for Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Mukbang? No. Actually, I want to do a stream where on Twitter or wherever, like, I just ask you guys to show me pictures of your cable management, and I want to do like a cable management rating stream. That was something that I was thinking about. I don't know how many people would be willing to take pictures of the inside of their desktop PC, but like I kind of want to like look at your, yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Take care. Thank you for welcoming me back. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow onward. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Goodbye. Wait, how do I end a stream? Okay, so it's just like, yeah, okay. This is what I click. Okay.